Hey everyone, the professor here, and we are going to take a look at this natural gas update right here. If you notice right here, we have a super nice gap that has not yet been filled, but I want to go ahead and give you zones for that as well. There is a lot of stuff happening with natural gas right now across the country in the United States due to the extreme weather that we are having in this country. As a matter of fact, this is a headline from today from Reuters about U.S. natural gas supplies drop. Record demand forecast due to the extreme cold conditions. So again, we're starting to see that, but this gap is going to get filled. Okay, trust me when I tell you that this gap is going to get filled. The question is, how long is it going to take to get filled, right? So let's go ahead and jump into the analysis here. You can take a look down below at the scrolling ticker. I do have some natural gas news that's related to that article, and as well as some other content information. So that is the gap. So the first thing I want to do is I want to go ahead and just go over some key levels here. Okay, I am sitting on the 8-hour chart. So let's go ahead. Let me get rid of this. And let me give you some levels here on the 8-hour chart. Things that just stand out. And I'm going to mark these levels up so we could have them. And then I'm going to throw some Fibonacci levels for you. And listen, natural gas is very, very wacky. Okay. It's one of those things that you have to use a lot of caution with natural gas because not only does it move extremely slow, okay, it is just very volatile in that sense. So again, my recommendation for you is if you have a small account, I'm going to say, $500 or less, like don't trade natural gas. Find another pair that's going to be more suitable, like on the Forex side, okay? Whether you trade natural gas on the Forex side or you're trading it on, for example, on the future side, for me, that would be think or swim as well. Then it's a little bit different because obviously you've already been approved. You've got higher margins. You usually have more capital in those accounts. But again, I would not trade natural gas in any account with $500 or less. I would probably recommend at least $1,000 or more to trade natural gas. Again, that's just my opinion, just because this thing is a very wacky pair. Some people have called it the widow maker. And again, you just have to use smaller lot sizes, especially when we get into the gap here, because this is something that can stay open for a couple more days or so. Okay. So as we take a look here, obviously the market today was a little tricky just because we closed like half a day. So we are currently closed right now as of this video, and we'll be reassuming at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Now, the first thing I want to do off these levels is I do want to go ahead and draw this Fibonacci level here. I want to kind of take a look at price right now is in what I call this nice area where you can get good value bang for your buck on here. We're going to be talking about this gap when we move down to the smaller time frames in just a minute. So we can see the market kind of, for natural gas purposes, kind of rejected right there in that area. And that is where we have closed as of this video here. Okay, so the markets again will reopen. So let's walk down now to our 4-hour time frame. And what I want you to do is, if you need to pause this video, I want you to go ahead and mark these zones that I have marked up. And again, if you're maybe on a small cell phone, we've got folks in my group who are only trading with a cell phone. Let me call out some of these levels for you so that you have them, and then we'll tweak them if we need to. So this bottom level on this chart is 2.3347. I'm going to actually tweak this level a little bit, kind of put it in the middle. We'll make this level 2.4947. This next third level up, 2.5999. This next level up, 2.7740, and then this higher level for now, 2.973. 9. So we can see here where we are on this 4-hour chart. Again, we're in that 78 percentile when it comes to the Fibonacci level, right in this area, right in here. Okay, so that's going to kind of be important to look at, because if you were looking to buy natural gas, especially knowing that we're going to be talking about this gap here in just a minute, this would be a nice value for that. Now, when it comes to price action, right, we're going to be talking about price action. Understand that we did not make, right, a higher high up here. Okay, we did not make a higher high. So we had this low, and then we had this high, and then we had this lower low. So whether we're going to bounce from here and move up, we obviously do not know, but understand the structure of the market. We're kind of in between these two areas, which are strong support and resistance levels that we've marked up. On a Fibonacci level, we are sitting right here. And we're actually going to make this yellow, so it's a little bit different than the chart, a little bright orange. Okay, that is our Fibonacci level. And again, if you want to see that again, I'm taking this low to the high here. I'm dropping it across, and you can see that we're sitting here right before we're about to reach the 88.60. So again, this would be a level when market opens. We might see another gap when market opens, right? Any further pricing down, okay, I'm looking to take another position and holding that position for majority of the gap closure. So let me talk about that now as we drop into the 1 hour. So for me, I never fully stay until the full gap. I look for different levels to start closing earlier positions. So I am currently in one position now. So for those of you that cannot see it, right, between price closing there and price opening here, we have created this space right here. This space is referred to as the gap. And the gap is nothing more than on any chart. Doesn't matter if it's, a Forex pair, a commodity, energy, right? The difference between where price closes and price opens, especially in this level, right? This was the Sunday open, created a gap, right? Where you can see definitely spacing between pricing here. Okay, so this can be a very profitable trade if you're willing to hold the trade for gap closures. Now, based on these levels, I'm going to give you what I have kind of set as some take profit zones from my initial entry, which was down in this area right in here. The first one is going to be this level right here. And I'm going to make this blue because blue in our group signifies take profit levels. Okay, and then the second one is going to be right here. Okay, now I've made that on purpose. Again, as you can see, it would be fairly earlier than closing the full gap, right? But I never really wait to full gap because I've seen price come to these levels over and over and then shoot back down again, and they'll leave that smaller gap open for a later time. So if I can secure profits here for first position, here for second position, which is more of the runner, I'm totally good with that. I do not get greedy in the markets, and I would suggest that you don't get greedy as well. So what we need to kind of wait for now is, what is going to happen with natural gas. If this Fibonacci level here, and let me mark that down here. Okay, I'm just going to put here Fib level because you can always refer back to the beginning of the video where I marked that up. Okay, this area here. Now, if we get a candle to close, okay, below this 88.6 area, I'm just going to make a small candle here, and let's make this red, right? Then more than likely we are going to come down to the next level again, which is about that 2.599. Just call it 2.6 even, and you can see here that has been a supply level. Okay, we've come here, we bounced. Actually, we came here, we bounced, we came here, we bounced, we came here, we bounced. So if we get a candle closure to close below this 88.6 fib level, which is kind of the bottom of this orange rectangle, then we could assume that we're probably going to go back down to this level, which equates to about that 100 level. We would have come fully down to the 100 level, and then we would look for price, hopefully, to react like this, and then eventually has to come back up and close that gap. Okay, so again, because of the extreme weather in the US, the supply and demand, how it works for natural gas, right? I still do believe that by midweek, today is Monday, by Wednesday, the latest end of trading day, I would expect the gap to be closed. Okay, maybe going into Thursday, but I would expect over the next 48 hours that we get very close to closing the gap. And that's why I'm taking profits at these levels in here, right? Something I preach about in our group all the time is, 20 pips at a time is really all you need in trading. Doesn't matter what you trade, right? Whether it's 20 ticks, clicks, or pips, 20 at a time. As your account grows, your lot size grows. And so, don't get greedy in the market. I've seen a lot of folks join our trading app that had a lot of bad experiences before because they were always trying to hit that home run. And now we're seeing people have consistent account growth. We preach 20 and secure, 20 and secure, or 20, half a lot size, secure, and then leave a runner. It's just changing a little thing in your mindset that can turn you into a break-even trader or a losing trader into a profitable trader. So as we kind of, dig back deeper here into the chart, then we begin to look at these fib levels. Okay, and again, we've got to be able to close below that level if natural gas is going to go further down. Now, for me, I'm not going to be a seller of natural gas because of this huge gap area up here. I will only be a buyer of natural gas for now. Okay, so that's kind of the lookout for what's happening for the next 24 to 48 hours. Again, any further price movements down, for me, this would be the next buy position for me, and this would be a buy to swing up, okay, to gap area. Okay, this will be a smaller size contract or lot size, and then letting this one also be my runner on the way up. Right? Are we going to get down to 2.60? I don't know. I would tend to think we're not. We're going to start heading up towards gap area, but again, based on this price action, this big bullish candle right here, that it's a 1 hour, came back down, grab liquidity. This right here in this area, right here, if I can zone in right on that candle right there, that screams to me we're going higher. Okay, not saying we're going to go shoot up and close the gap, but that we should be going higher based on that price action right in there. Okay, so hopefully you got some value on this video. If you did, you can help me out by hitting that like button. Hey, if you're brand new, come in and just learn something, right? That's all we do in here. We're just going to educate so you can have a channel that doesn't give you all these wacky editing jobs and, high performance and fake numbers. Come in here, learn something and apply it. That's what we do inside of our trading group. If you're not part of our trading group, I will obviously encourage you to join us and give it a try. What's 30 days going to do for less than $1 a day? You can scan that QR code right over my head here, or you can go down to the link in the video description. And if you're, again, brand new, subscribe, hit the notifications bell. We're going to be seeing more videos this week on gold tomorrow, and then some of the indices as we move. We've done some incredible things inside of our app. I live stream in our app almost just about every day with our members. So again, you're not going to find that here on YouTube. That's going to be exclusively in our trading app. Okay, if you have any questions, drop them down below in the comments. I get back to you within 24 hours. Thanks for watching. Have a great trading week, regardless wherever you are at the world. And don't forget, you can always be kind. Be kind to someone today. Send them a text message, call them, a letter, email, or just a stranger, right? Pay it forward by being kind to someone. Thanks for watching.